played a bunch of Baldur's Gate. Actually, kind of loud. I turned down the volume just a little bit. Let's do something like that. Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, I'm a little new to streaming, so if there's any kind of issues or anything, let me know, and I'll try to figure it out. I played a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3, and I haven't had a PC in a long time, really, since I was like a kid. I've been mostly console gaming, so I wanted to try out some of these CRPGs. For Pillars of Eternity 2 is one of the best ones, but I did want to test out, or I want to try the first one first. So this is a brand new game. Let's go and start the timer. Does the audio stop when I exit this? That's so weird. It's because I only have the one monitor right now, so I've actually tabbed into OBS trying to turn on the timer. Alright, timer should be going. And let's get back to the game. Yeah, so I haven't really played a CRPG except for Baldur's Gate, so I think this will be fun. It says to easy difficulty, minimal micromanagement, easily forgives mistakes in combat, strongly recommended especially new. I guess I'm not like new, recently returning. I don't know, I feel like normal is probably better. It says not recommended for newcomers, but I'm decent at gaming, so let's try this out. Pillars of Eternity.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Also, just because I'm ill, they decided to pull over, and because they pulled over, they didn't run into a tree. That's lucky. You're welcome, everyone, for being sick. What kind of stuff do we have? I don't know what kind of character I want to create. Male. The place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures are like Aedir, or cultures like Aedir and the Drearwood place them at the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nastitak, men may perform many of the homesteading and organizational duties. In Ire Glanfath and Ixamitzel, butchering these, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. I'm just gonna double check the audio coming through the stream. 1 second. Yeah, I think it sounds good. Let me know if you guys have if there's any audio issues. Um, let's just go with a man. Let's do this. Human, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Druid. I should probably read these. Druid is a colonial nation founded by settlers from the Aedir Empire. Following a series of conflicts with the Aedir, the territory became independent in 2672 AI, and now ruled by a duke, who is elected by 7 earls that oversee its earldoms. Are they just using normal things like a duke and earls, but they're just spelling them differently? Alright, though not as large as towering Almaua, humans are known for their strength and willpower. Get +1 to resolve and +1 might. Resolve is a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. During interactions, it can be useful for intimidating displays and acts of brute force in combat. It contributes to both damage and healing, as well as fortitude defense. I'm going to raise my monitor up a little bit. Make sure that didn't move the camera. A little bit. Let's just do that. Alright, well, humans look like normal humans. Almauas, largest of the Kith races, commonly found in or near oceans. They're not truly aquatic. They have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as the Rauatai, are based on naval dominance. They're known for their unparalleled strength. You get a +2 to might. Dwarves, by virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They're commonly found in the Druid or the Vilean republics and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. They got strength, they got -1 dexterity, +1 constitution. Dexterity is an abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. In interactions, it can be used for sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, it affects the character's action speed and all attack spells and abilities, and contributes to the reflex defense. Constitution is the combination of the character's overall health and stamina. Although it is not used much in interactions, it is sometimes checked to withstand pain or endure a physically taxing ordeal. In combat, it affects the maximum health and endurance and contributes to the fortitude defense. Elves are good at dexterity and perception. They're a dominant race in Irglanfath and the White that wends, and are extremely common in the Druid and Aedir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as a commonly isolationist nature. That sounds like me. Orlins are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all, also notable for their large ears, two-tone skin, and hirsute bodies. Orlins are commonly found in Irglanfath, the Examital Plains, and parts of the Druid. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. +1 resolve, -1 might, +2 perception. And godlike. The godlike are children of the Kith, which are civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take forms, and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature of their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Most dexterity. I kind of like the elf. I think I might go with elf. Wood elf or pale elf? Wood elves, Skelterfolk, trace their beginnings far north of present-day Adir, and have migrated south throughout the forests of the continent, now covering it all the way south across the equator. They are also believed to have migrated across the sea to it's just Ire Glanfath. While physiologically identical to one another, wood elves from Adir are culturally different than those in Ire Glanfath, and consider themselves wholly different groups. They get distant advantage. Against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away, wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. It's kind of what I was expecting with wood elf. Wood elves are good in dexterity and perception. I was kind of thinking about doing some kind of ranged build or something. What is Pale Elf? It was unclear exactly how long ago the Pale Elves, Glamfelen, came to the southern polar regions of the world, but they have lived there for at least 12,000 years based on their continuous contact with the Almawa traders. They appear to be among the most stationary ethnic groups in the known world, migrating within the polar region, but seldom venturing far north. They are rare in all northern lands, and most people consider them exotic, if they have seen one at all. They get elemental endurance. All pale elves have increased burn and freeze damage reductions. I think I want to go with a wood elf. Let's do that. Wood elf, I probably want to do either a ranger or a rogue, right? In general. I actually don't even want to read all these. Druid, fighter, monk, paladin, priest. I probably just want to go ranger with this. Rangers are warriors of the woodlands and masters of the hunt, always partnered with soul-bonded animals, companions that can be found in wild spaces all over the world. As their lifestyles often tend toward independence and isolation, it is rare for rangers to become an integral part of a large fighting force, though they are often employed as scouts and guides. My starting ability is an animal companion. All rangers share a strong bond with an animal companion. The companion fights at the ranger's command and is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the ranger and companion is powerful. If one goes down in battle, the other suffers as well. Oh, that's interesting. So I have essentially get like two characters to play with, but if either of them die, then we both die. Stealth +1, survival +2. Stealth allows characters of any class to attempt to avoid being seen or heard. It is used automatically whenever the character is in scouting mode. The higher the character's skill, the closer they can to get enemies. Closer they can to get to enemies before being detected. Survival allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonuses each time they camp. The first 6 ranks grant the following bonuses: damage reduction, received healing multiplier, bonus movement, accuracy bonus. I've got my vacuum is running out right now, so some of those background noises. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order. Survival can also be used in conversations, scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges, or specialized information about nature. So we get some endurance, 36 plus 12 divided by my level. Very low. So we have low endurance. Character's short-term survivability. Damage that's not absorbed by character's damage reduction goes straight to their endurance and health. Okay. Health is 5 times your endurance. Accuracy is very high here, and deflection is average. Deflection is okay. Let's go with the ranger. Let's do that. I only get to choose one of these. My ranger abilities, I can get wounding shot. As he or she would with fleeing prey, the hunter aims for a spot that will slow the target's enemy's progress, hobbling the target and inflicting raw damage over time. 2 per encounter. Per encounter ability can only be used for a set number of times per combat. For example, an ability that has 3 uses per encounter may only be used 3 times during a single fight. At the end of combat, the uses will be refilled for the next encounter. Okay, speed average, range 6 meters. Interrupt determines how likely a damaging attack is to delay their opponent's current or next action. The roll uses an interrupt value from the attacker that is then compared to the target's concentration. A 1 to 100 roll is made, adding the interrupt. If the result is higher than concentration, the target plays a hit reaction and their current action is delayed. The duration of the delay is determined by the interrupt's strength. Okay. If successful, it gets hobbled for 10 seconds, which is just reduced movement and reflex and dexterity. Accuracy versus fortitude. Why does it say that? Like my accuracy versus their fortitude. Primary attack is 5 to 8. Crushing. Interesting. Wasn't like a piercing. Accuracy versus deflection. 100% damage inflicted over time. So it's marked prey. Designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion a damage bonus against that target. 1 per encounter. 20 meters. Foe target is marked for 30 seconds. I don't know, honestly. Let's do the marked prey. So which companion do I want? Antelope, bear, boar, lion, stag, wolf. Rangers share a literal life bond. When one is wounded, the other can sense it and feel intense emotional pain. If a ranger or animal companion are knocked unconscious, the partner suffers from bonded grief, affecting accuracy and other stats. Until the downed ally is revived, if a ranger is ever killed, the animal companion immediately dies from grief. Okay. All these effects are just... Okay, so speed average, speed average, speed average, speed average, speed average, speed average. Is there any difference? Animal companions have naturally superior defenses. Bear companions have unusually high damage reduction, giving them superior protection from all forms of damage. Boar companions inflict more damage when they're below 50% endurance. Lion companions have the ability to terrify enemies. I don't like how I can't see what terrify means. Like, do they run away or do they stop moving? Stags can activate a melee attack that does damage to all enemies in a small area around the main target, and wolf companions do high damage and can more easily avoid disengagement. I'm kind of leaning toward bear, just high damage reduction. Let's do that. Oh, my animal companion gets a name. Bear. Yogi. I don't know what to name stuff. What should I name it? Anyone have any suggestions? Non-creativity side coming out right here. I'm just gonna name him Bear. I'm just gonna call him Bear. He's Bear. Let's do that. Alright. So these are my attributes. Obviously, dexterity would be good. Perception's probably good. What do the stars mean? Highly recommended for Ranger. Highly recommended for Ranger. Recommended for Ranger. Alright, two more into perception. Let's go 2 into all of these. Go an extra 1 into these ones. Should I throw 1 into resolve or constitution if we do any of this? And then maybe 1 more into might. And 1 more into perception. Sure, let's do something like that. My culture. Actually, hold on. If I go back, oh, I can just take these all the way down to 4. How high can they go? Up to 19. Maybe I just leave these a little bit lower and just push these a little bit higher. Yeah, let's do something like that, maybe. The Aedir Empire is currently the largest, most powerful force in the part of the world. Let's see. Aedir's resolve, dexterity, resolve, intellect, constitution, might, perception. Oh, there's also changing his outfits. For a ranger, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do this. The Living Lands is a mountainous region of the large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically. From valley to valley, the Living Lands are home to an assortment of races in a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Yeah, let's do that. It gives me might. I like the armor. I get a background also. Colonist, explorer, laborer, merchant, drifter, hunter, mercenary. I'm just a hunter. Live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. Yes. We have portraits here. I wonder if I should choose a portrait and then make the character try. I don't even know how close these can be to each other. It's just hair. I can't even do any facial hair at all. Why is it none? I can change the hair, and I can change the hair color, obviously. Which one of these looks like an elf ranger? Or maybe I could do something like this. Kind of like that. I already got the green. Secondary, let's just make black. My skin tone. Do this one. Hair, let's make that dark. That looks close enough. My God, looks ugly. Alright, that looks good. That looks kind of like this guy. Looks good to me. My voice.
I've got this.
You're mine. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Leading the way.
No prisoners! A blade in the dark.
Hey there. Watch and learn.
Let's go. Keeping quiet.
Yes, I'm flattered.
Stand together. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
I've got this. Quickly and quietly.
Now I am the leader of the group.
I like the Sinner's voice the most, but it does not fit the character.
I'll teach you a lesson! They'll never know I'm here. Hey there. Watch and learn.
You're mine.
I'll go on ahead. Just say the word.
Leading the way.
Ha!
Easy now.
I'm here.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Alright, let's just go Sinister anyway. What is my name? Well, just go Luke, right? Done. Alright, character created. Let's get into the game. New quest, Journey to the Gilded Veil. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache, sagging jowls, quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
Oh gosh, I need a better chair. He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. In which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. He nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Is it dangerous?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
Characters' attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on the individual personality and attitude. What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from?
Audra.
Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Alright, I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take
okay.
someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Oh, this is my guy over here. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Odema chuckles and shakes his head. He looks at you. Casts a sidelong glance at her. I
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're
Say once
equipped
more.
before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Closer. Alright. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. This is your first visit to the world of Eora. You may want to watch these windows to become familiar with tools and interfaces available to you. And that's probably true. Your party always consists of travelers. Well, your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glanfathen ruins, Odema has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kaliska is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defenses. Use her abilities to complement your own. I wonder if I chose a fighter, if they would give me Kaliska, or if they would give me someone else. Interesting. Select a party member, click on their selection circle, or press the button that corresponds. Press the number button that corresponds to their position in the party, starting with 1 on the left, and count it over, so there'd be a 2. Select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen, drag the marquee over the circles you'd like to include. To move characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will pass to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see individual characters' options, select only that character.
Of course.
Slow mode, fast mode, slow mode. Trying to figure out the buttons. Where am I going? Go down.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Use this. Oh, I can't use the middle mouse button to move. Okay, that's better. Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way. Others will have larger conversations to explore. The merchant, Heodon, has a conversation that opens up a store with equipment for sale. You see a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you got. Do I have anything? I have 100 money. There's some different weapons, there's some highs, lockpicks. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at greatly reduced prices. If you sell something, you may see it reappear in the store's inventory, much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories. Makes sense. Where am I going? That's as far as I can zoom out. Looks like we're going this way. Fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wound. in
Not
its
looking
trunk.
forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
There's horses. Anything over here? Guess I'm just exploring right now. probably up this way. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. Makes sense. As you make your way through Eastern Reach, open that area map to see what parts of the map you've already been and what's left to explore. The map, which is here. Okay, that's nice. So we're going this way. Let's go down. Is there anything down here? No. Who are you? Who's this guy? Nothing? Okay. Looking for berries. These berries? These berries. These look like berries. Burned lady. What is that? Add to the stash.
A blade in the dark.
Well, so that's just like stealth. Go to camp, formation, attack, cancel. Select all. Inventory is what I want. Dot at least. Didn't I just pick something up? Added to the stash. I guess not added to my inventory.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh. Oh, there's something here. Pillars of Eternity combat uses a pausable real-time system because you'll often manage more than one character at a time. It's a good idea to pause the game. It's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, resume real-time play to see how the orders play out. Options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, e.g. the start of combat. So I think it's how it works. What's the pause button? Is it just space? Okay, so
Hmm?
I want you to go attack. Bear can go attack also.
What is it?
I have a bow. Do I just attack from range? One of your characters has been engaged in melee. When the character engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they provoke a disengagement attack from your enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks with them with melee weapons. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 4 primary defense against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attribute levels, items, other effects. Accuracy is compared with the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the target's defense, it will likely result in a crit. Attacks that do damage have to overcome the target's damage reduction, and enemies' damage reduction reduces the incoming damage by a set amount down to a minimum percentage. If you're having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak. Oh, I lost where that went. And weak against a similar number. Okay. So I just attacked it. Do I just attack him? No. You need to attack.
Well?
Are you still attacking? I can't rotate, can I? I scored a crit. A crit is a better result than a hit and are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that will do damage will will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status or effects or afflictions will have increased duration on crit. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect durations.
Of course.
Wolf. Actually, I probably should
As you
have
wish.
seen what I took. Oh, there's
This
berries.
is it.
As you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review your notes. I hear you're a pretty good hunter. Don't tell Sparful or he'll run his mouth clear to Gilded Vale, trying to convince you how much better he is. I used to hunt monsters for a living. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? Attempted a dangerous hunt. I was too ambitious. We weren't ready. Risked my life. Killed a lot of people safe in their beds. No one thanked me. Tracked a monster for ages. Killing it would have made us famous. We found it long dead of natural causes. Some things just aren't in the stars. There's no changing it. It makes you wonder if the gods like putting us in situations that can't be resolved, just to see what we do. Kaliska breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle, like the rest of the lot. Hadn't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. You must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Was hoping to meet someone and fall in love. Looking for some adventure, really. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. My DM will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Wait, tell me about yourself first. I've got simple needs. I like open skies, far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Drurewood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rauatai and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale, and she's the only real homebody. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparful's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water.
Yes.
Find Sparfel. Let's get water. Is this anything? No? Party gained experience. Good to hear. Let's just keep going up this way, I guess. Path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way you came, grooves in the road.
We
mark
shouldn't
the
stray too
passage-
far.
I didn't finish reading. Mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. Alright. Can I just do this? And then just say, go here. Said to give me my water, but I don't.
Still waiting on Sparfel, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to the back of the wagon and dragged him. I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him.
Shit, come on, let's go look.
I already went everywhere. Oh, is that water down there? That looks like water. Yeah. Let's go this way. Sparfdell. Hello? Are you here? Sparfdell. Now, why would you cross the bridge? You're not over here? Oh. What happened here? Corpse is cold to the touch. Oh, I can't read that. And a ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Got a corpse. Got some lockpicks and leather armor. take their stuff. Anything on this corpse? Nope. Alright, well, it wasn't Sparkdale, which is good. Let's keep going. I guess he did cross the bridge. He's just getting water. Why would he cross the bridge?
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting.
Oh, that makes
At least he
sense.
left the water skins. Come on.
Highlight interactive objects. Okay. You crouch at the riverbank, dip your water skin into the cool water while Callisto waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her looking sharply toward the tree line. You gained an item, a quest. A quest isn't an item. Full water skin added to your stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparkdale, one of the guides barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow. There is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Callisto frowns. Sparkle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Get rid of this. Ambush.
What you need?
You go attack the hunter. Bear, you go attack him.
Yes.
And I'm gonna attack him also. When a party member takes damage, they'll start to lose endurance and health. Their portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay, and the health bar to the left of their portrait will slowly start to decrease. When the portrait fills entirely red, the character will be knocked out. Potions and spells can be used to restore endurance, but keep characters in the fight. But health can only be restored by resting. Do I need to, like, keep attacking them?
What is it?
Sometimes a weapon isn't well suited to penetrate an enemy's defenses. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage. You'll hear a character complain about when it happens. Take heed, take note of the damage type, switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. It's only doing 2. So, effect grazes for 2 piercing damage. Oh, there's so many numbers down here. 7.7 minus 6.3. 1.5 piercing damage. Rounds up. If I run over here. So she only did 5 crushing damage.
Bring them down.
That one did 10
Come on,
damage.
we have to get back to camp.
I'm not quite sure. Let me see this. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of it. Said something about it before. All attacks do damage to overcome the target's damage reduction. Damage reduction reduces the incoming damage down to a minimal percentage. I can't tell like what's a good hit and what's a bad hit though when it's doing this. It's like when I was attacking it, 15.8. So accuracy minus defense gives me like an extra bonus to my roll of 6. hits them. Hit them again here. My accuracy was lower this time. I don't know. Alright. Well, let's just go loot and we'll figure out what to do, I guess.
What is it?
I'm not gonna deal with Sparkfell at all. Alright, let's just go back. Oh, there's more enemies. Cool. That's what I wanted to see. Weapon sets. I could also switch to like a fist. There's an AI script.
Hmm?
Let's go to Torch. Or you go to over there. And then I'm gonna shoot.
Well?
Oh, I've covered the marked prey. I should be doing that. I totally forgot about that. Oh, what is she has a note too? There's a lot of stuff. Take it all.
What you need?
What's her ability? Knockdown. 2 per encounter. Shows an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone, causing additional damage. Oh no. What's happening? Escape? Escape. Okay.
Yes.
We go on this side. Oh, is the whole... Everyone's dead? Glanfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs of heads, jerking their axes from the bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heodon, the last of your caravan standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Lore 1. Interesting. Why have you done this? We've not trespassed. We merely trespassed through. I don't know what they did. I don't have anything to do with it. Murderers! They try to kill us either way. Why make it easy? Why have you done this? You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all. We will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Yeah, they killed everyone. Why wouldn't they kill us also? We're innocent in this. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy while the stronger one yet lives. Your courage is a mask. None of you have yet slain a true warrior. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. The man considers this, looking you up and down. Yet. He shoves Heodon toward you, and as he does so, the man rakes his blade against Heodon's torso. Heodon screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. There's two of them. I get hit on here also. Bruised ribs. What is this? Dirty attack that makes an opponent unable to see, inflicts damage, and blinds the target. Let's just do that on you.
What you need?
You're gonna run just. Second wind. That's extra giant.
Well?
And the bear. Let's just have the bear go here. Okay, so he's only doing like 1 or 2 damage here. Is it because he's grazing him? Or is it because the damage reduction is just so high? Those are both.
Yes.
Bear miss. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs. A whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes rolls back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across his chest and bow, Hodama's body stirs, and with a great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Inside where the... What's happening? Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet. With every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto a ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. You can fire at the attacker or allow him to break you. I'll fire at the attacker. Your aim is true and hit the jars Hayden loose. Oh, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him aside and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing the other hand, you pull within waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. Deep resonance to the swelling wind, you feel the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
What's
A
that?
Buick. Had to be.
A Buick. Like the car?
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Many spells and abilities and pillars of eternity have a limited number of uses. An ability can be used a number of times per encounter. Will have all of its uses restored when the combat ends. Abilities that can be used a number of times per rest will only be restored when you rest. Makes sense. Hayden's jaw tightens. He nods. Alright, quest complete. Let me just double check, like, save game. It's got auto saves. Save and save file. This is where I came from, up this way. Yeah.
Yes.
Lower level of ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Who attacked us? Glenfallens. Glenfothans. They'd be the hut dweller Odama warned you about. Look to be fangs of Galawan, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odama. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road. They said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odama would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfothans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glanced down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumples, her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. Alright, let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knees buckles. Before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
You gain an item, camping supplies added to inventory.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfothans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
You discover some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either gotta find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
I feel like we need to press on.
I'll do my best.
And I have one rank and a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, but benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign the dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order. For the main character only, their dispositions will modify the effects of Holy Radiance and Faith for paladins. Okay, I'm not a paladin, so that's fine. Show we going? Up or down? Let's check out up first. Should we be like
Stay quiet.
sneaking around just in case?
Shh. Someone else has been here. We should move.
Hammer and chisel. More camping supplies and a mace. Let's see. We do have a little bit of health down, but it's not too bad. What is this thing? A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through his scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarup. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arm, stand still. It's okay, I won't hurt you. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard. Slowly back away. The Zarup recoils, fingers still tightly wrapped around its spear. Creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Creature sniffs around you, finds nothing of interest, steps back to resume its defensive posture. Creature cocks its head, approaches you, a soft clicking sound. Alright, let's just back away. Watches warily as they go. I kind of thought that was gonna happen. Everyone just go attack. I think I can I just like run away? Oh wait. You attack.
Yes.
You run away.
Bring them down. What is it?
Is there anything in here?
Wait. Do you hear that?
Gems, journal. One later entry is still legible. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've got my hands on a genuine Angwithan artifact. The fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to the hidden treasure, then that's where it's sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silan Lis in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. So this thing is then?
Well?
Just gonna attack. Wrecked him.
Yes.
I might be able to break through here if I were feeling better.
Can we camp out anywhere? So how does the camping actually work? Camp here. Oh, camping supplies says 3 out of 4. What does that mean if I don't have enough supplies? Can I not camp? Allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. Say I get a damage. More movement. Okay, well maybe it still works. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Okay. Calliska left the party. Why did Calliska leave the party? Is it because we rested? She's like, nope, I'm out of here. I guess so.
How can I help?
A crack runs along this wall, from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Let's use the hammer and chisel that we found. Set to work, the crack lengthens, widens with your effort. But the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads on your forehead, and your muscles begin to ache. Do it one more time. After several long minutes, you can see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a wide gap. Enough to pass through. Hayden stretches as he wakes, gingerly probing the gash across his stomach. The flesh has begun to knit together.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
Quickly sits up and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation. You have lost an item, full water skin.
Damn her.
She took the
She
water.
took all our water.
Nothing we can do about it now. Let's just go. Wait.
What is
I
it?
could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
What is it?
Well, this doesn't say. Oh, there we go. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors.
They won't see me coming.
Scouting mode is used for both stealth and for finding hidden objects with traps, while scouting your character's detection circles. Once the circles fill yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your character is discovered. Character's ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanics skill. A higher mechanics skill allows them to find an object at greater distance. Alright, that let us leave.
What is it?
Can I just attack? Moving toward a character accelerates that quickly detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character of your own, you'll be immediately detected.
Hmm?
Dagger, dagger. Oh, that's not good. I don't even know what happened. Stunning scream. Stunned for 4.8 seconds.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
A blade in the dark.
How can I help? How can I help?
Keep forgetting about abilities. Your endurance comes back over time. Health stays down. Alright.
Well?
Be quiet.
Where am
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. Poor
Found
Kalisha.
something.
What I want. I'm coming back from the other side. I don't know if there's a clue on that side. It looks like those three are good. I would assume. No, one of those. That middle one's probably death. I can't.
What is it?
Jump or anything, can I? I don't think so.
Yes?
These are traps, but I don't think I can. I definitely don't just want to walk over there.
As you wish.
Alright, let's just go back. Maybe up this way? No.
Keeping an eye out. As you wish.
How can I help?
Pause. I'll just attack that one. You go and attack that.
What is
I'll
it?
stay over here. My ability on that. Attack it.
As you wish. What is it?
Hold it. So I've got a helmet. Let's put that on. So this is also accuracy versus deflection. Slash damage. It's the same hunting bow, torch, you got a crossbow. It's slower, but does slightly more damage. I guess close to double damage, really. Strong interruption. We'll just keep the hunting bow for now, I think. So they say accuracy versus accuracy is my primary. Stash. Crafting. Craft some food. Okay. Hide armor. So what is my armor right now? It's a heavy. This seems kind of weird. Heavy armor. Recovery speed -6%. DR is 10. DR is 5, but recovery speed is -25%. Should just do something like that instead. Want the heavy armor? Alright, let's just get out of here. Older robed man. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
What is that? Is this the storm thing that just happened? For an instant, for an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked on the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place. Another time, you stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillars an apparatus much like one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours, but not yours, and they seem to exist before you think of them. They are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking toward him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You just have some kind of vision of someone else, it seems like. Waking up, though. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn around to look, you see no signs of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting that way. An involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of my characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character, is most commonly received as an injury, but when a character is knocked out. But some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties, but growing in a severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue. though some consumables can also remove fatigue. We got a chat from DubDubRT0. Cheap viewers on payecheck.com. That doesn't even seem like something anyone should be clicking on at all. That's bad. I don't like that at all. I'm just gonna block them because that shouldn't even be on here. Let's go and delete that message also. Yep, don't like that. I don't need spam in here. You find Heoden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. Wait, did I miss something? No. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Wait, did it say... Oh, Hayden died. Okay. Let's grab the stuff he was holding on to. My characters earn enough experience to advance the level. Click on the icon on their portrait to level them up. Level up. Points. Points to advance. Okay, I get it. Stealth, athletics, lore, mechanics, and survival. So I already have survival and... Okay, so survival goes up to 6, then I can do other things. But since my survival's 3, I can choose one of those 3, looks like. Okay, so maybe I don't need survival right now. Stealth's decent. What does athletics do? Grants second wind. Once per encounter, a character with athletics can use second wind ability to recover lost endurance. I don't know if that's super necessary. Lore represents characters' accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often of occult or esoteric topics. Outside of conversations and scripted interactions, lore is used to activate scrolls. Okay, so I can... If I do this, I can use level 0 scrolls anyway. Okay. Mechanics. I know the mechanics was like the trap thing. I feel like that would be good to do. Disarm, difficulty 1 traps. Okay, so maybe neither of us had mechanics, so maybe we couldn't actually disarm stuff. Maybe picking locks. Let's go 1 more to stealth and 1 more survival. And these points will carry on. Let's go next. Oh, I could choose one of these things. One of these 20 things on each of these. Or, oh, it's just one of these 50 talents I get to choose. Okay. Oh gosh. What does weapon focus do? Grants weapon focus adventurer plus 6 accuracy. Alright, so this grants the use of certain items. Marksman. Increase the character's accuracy with ranged weapons. Which could be good. Just to get just an extra 5 accuracy, maybe? Are these just all... Here's a companion. Trains the ranger's animal companion in vicious tactics, causing it to deal more damage and penetrate damage reduction with each hit. could be good. Resilience is more reduction against damage. Faithful Companion is it can't be charmed, confused, or dominated. Merciless, do small amounts of sneak damage against targets that qualify. Oh, there's just so much reading here. Acolyte's Radiance. Friendly AoE. Woo, that was a loud text message. One second, let me take this. It's my wife texting me, trying to plan a dinner tonight. Alright. I actually don't know what this does. So, friendly target. So this looks like it gets frightened, it can do other things. A sneak attack allows the character to imitate a brutal, opportunistic sneak attack or rogue sneak attack, take advantage of opponents when they're most vulnerable. So this gives plus 15% melee damage, plus 15% range damage for a sneak attack. Which could be good, because I kind of like the sneak attack. Tune themselves to the world like a druid. AoE minus deflection, minus reflex. Enigma's charm. Foe target gets charmed for 9.2 seconds. Gallant's focus. Modal. Modal ability is one that causes effects to occur continuously while it's active. For example, a paladin's zealous auras grant bonuses to everyone near them as long as they're active. Modal abilities often grouped together. So it's a friendly aura that gives plus 4 accuracy to everyone around me. Knowledge of Suffering is a passive. Gives me plus 6.2. Plus 4 every 3 levels after 1 of unarmed damage. Oh, I'm not unarmed. That seems weird. Outlander's Frenzy. Prestigitators Missiles. It's like a little wizard missiles thing. Could be decent. Grants Rhymer's Summon. I think... Hold the line. It's giving me extra stuff here. Utility. Fast Runner. Damage reduction to different things. Weapon change recovery. Health. Let's just grab that marksman one. Just get plus 5 accuracy to myself. That sounds good. Yeah. Alright. Done with that level up. I may want to review their statistics, open character sheet, see their attributes, skills, abilities, talents, great detail. Character sheet is here. Alright, coolio.
Well?
Some stuff down there. What is this? heck was that? It's just... well, it's just staying there now. I don't know what the special flesh is, but I figure I'll take a look at it. Add the stash. Let me check that out real quick. What was inventory? Stash. Vessel flesh. Reeking flesh once held a bound soul. With its energy fading, the flesh is entering a rapid decay. But it's worth 12 copper coins, which is nice. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Back to my inventory. I should put a shield. Medium shield heater. Round. Deflection, -4 accuracy. This uses accuracy. All these weapons use accuracy. Basically the same, just different. Alright, let's put that shield down. So if I wanted to, I can do this.
Yes.
I think I'm just going inside. Put them down there. Actually, that is something right there. Massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Oh, that is the way to go down here. Okay. Also, anything else? I think so. Is this the way to go? How do I go down here? What am I doing right now? Seek help for my condition. Journey to the Gilded Vale. Okay, but this goes back to there. This goes to the road south. This is like in my way. I don't know. Wait, I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
There's something I'm missing. I do this, and that appears. Oh, it's just this icon. It is this icon. Okay. That confused me so much. Alright. So I should be going to Gilded Vale, but I can't right now. Can't go down there. Oh, there's like a whole map. Let's reach. Alright, going to Valewood. Take you 6 hours to complete your journey. It's not too far. Alright, new map discovered. This place is fairly big too. Take that stuff. I think think I just want to save, and I might just call it here. What time is it? 3:34. Yeah, I'm like an hour and a half into this. I think that's a nice. Basically went through the tutorial. Now I'm kind of off my own. It's a pretty fun game so far. I'm looking forward to playing some more of it. I'm just still getting used to. I'm used to the whole streaming setup, but also used to playing the CRPGs a little bit, playing some keyboard mouse. Alright, that's it. Alright, yeah, that's all I'm doing for this time. Hope you guys join next time. I'll probably end up throwing this VOD up on YouTube. So check me out there, check me out here. It's been fun so far. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you for watching.